everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Bears going up against the Saints.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Breeze now on first down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. Coleman, the man in motion right. Now the rookie out of Tennessee. This is Alvin Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Breeze to throw on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll make it third down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. And the first carry of the game here for Trey Mason. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now Trubisky to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This is Howard on second down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Pat O'Donnell to punt in his 4th year from Miami, standing just about on his own goal line. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Pernell McPhee, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, here's Breeze. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Leonard Floyd in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year.
Now, this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Alex Okafor in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll field this at the 5. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, no gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. TJ Logan, the rookie, his first carry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. On second down, Kamara. And he's got some space here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And Thomas has it. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Ready? Ready?
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Shotgun now for Breeze. A dump off for Mason. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. He will push his way down to about the 14. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Breeze. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now they run. It's Mason. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Now the return man. This is Benny Cunningham. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come. Later tonight, it's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now it's Trubisky. He's able to hit Joshua Bellamy. They'll wind up getting 8, but it's not enough. Fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he's got Miller. Touchdown, Chicago. Zach Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point.
Right there, the fake worked out perfectly. The holder took the ball and found his man. A perfect fake field goal. Love it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Throwing on first down is Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Breeze now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Second down now after the pass completion. Now the backup Savage. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
On first down, they run with Howard. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, Trubisky. Flushed out right. Dances. Now Trubisky lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an open.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Halfback sent in motion. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Floyd. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Thomas Morstead now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They find some open field here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On first down, Trubisky, quick hitch, complete. It's right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, it's Trubisky. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here, as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. 5 yards there, and remember Howard last year, 5.2 yards per rush, so right around his average. The only Bears running back that's averaged that many yards per carry in a single season, Walter Payton.
If Jordan Howard can keep up that type of pace, the city of Chicago will surely embrace him.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. On third down, Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Another nice run there by Jordan Howard. And when we talk about fresh legs, How about 2016? Jordan Howard, the #2 rookie rusher. Heck, the #2 rusher in the NFL behind another rookie, Ezekiel Elliott.
In the first 3 weeks of the season, he only had 12 carries. So once week 4 hit, really found his groove. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Now a play fake here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Kendall Wright, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Howard. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. It's complete. Flater, right side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. A 10th carry for Kamara. And some space here. And now running right through it. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. From the gun, it's Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? And
they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. They come out here in the I. They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. A strong running. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 76 yards. And the Bears are in for 6. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kobe Flainer, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes. Add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny. I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game. And he made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of us.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On the toss play, Howard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Again, it's Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Flush to his right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. 2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. The motion man here, Fleener. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. They've got his man complete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the rookie from Alabama, Eddie Jackson, with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
He's going to rifle one. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kevin White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And he knocks it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Room to run past midfield. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion. Beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
On 1st down, Breeze. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Oh, what a move. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Now let's go. No. Check. Detroit.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Trying to improvise. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Miller on the catch over the middle. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Trubisky draw play, gives to Howard. Stops short of the 25, but that 2nd effort got him a couple extra. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The Bears on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He's back to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think that pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he'd better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now Breeze. He's got his man on the crossing route. That one goes for 24 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Breeze to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Second and 5.
Check. Switch. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 50, Mike 50. Ready. Watch the ship. Hey. Got it. Watch the ship. Switch. 11.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal